and it's just a beautiful place with beautiful atmosphere, and everybody seems to be really enjoying themselves.
Maynard just kind of throws his hands up in the air and says, for Christ's sake, I'm heading
So
in.
looks a little stuffy in there, but let's go.
Reynard walks on the carpet into the place. He says, "You can follow me if you want. I've had enough of this talking."
I'll make sure I steal like some wine from one of the waiters.
Come on, Gregor, you're a man of faith. You
Yeah,
understand.
I give you an elbow. I'm like, make sure you get a glass of wine for me too.
I
There,
steal two
famous, would
glasses
you?
of wine, one for Gray Mist and myself.
One for the lady, you mean?
For the
You
lady,
look
the
over and
lady.
Gregor's talking to one of the guards. I'm basically kind of looking him up and down.
And
Looking guards
Reynard,
up and down.
Like when you guys are walking in, I'm chatting with the guard.
yeah, Reynard is walking.
What are you chatting with him?
Yeah, and at the same time, we'll Gray Mist and I will chat with one of the nobles as friendly banter.
Okay. Here, 1 second. Let me do this.
So go do Gregor first, and then do us, please.
Gregor, you're first. What do you do or say?
So I go, you look like a fine man here. What do you make of this place?
And he kind of looks at you in a peculiar way, and he says, "What do I make of it? Well, this is the Far East Heartland Gallery. It travels around the region and sells and showcases the finest stone, metal, and woodwork in all of Eos. It's a very famous tour, and we're certainly lucky to be here. There's quite a collection in the tent. Uh, Merchants selling the finest craft goods you've seen probably anywhere.
Any weapons for sale in there?
Weapons? No, it's mostly ceremonial type of items, but beautifully crafted, very valuable, very valuable.
We'll try not to get into trouble.
There's trouble. Oh, please, no trouble.
No, I'm just joking, my man.
Oh,
Don't worry. And I kind of clap him on the shoulder.
and he looked. As soon as you said that, he looked kind of nervous. He looked like, he looks as though he's mildly intimidated by you in a way, and you know, he doesn't look like he's filled with like power and strength necessarily. I mean, he's just a paid guard basically.
I just whispered to Rotha real quick. It's like, doesn't look like real experienced guards here, huh? What do you think?
No,
But at the
these
same
guys are a
time, I
bunch of
kind of treat
chumps.
him with a little bit of
A bunch of
respect
two-pump chumps.
because I'm kind of from a lineage where I know what it's like to be in that situation.
He says,
I'm-
"It's
You
a
walk.
pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir. I
You
hope
walk-
you enjoy the gallery."
You walk towards the tent.
Yeah, then I'm
Testing.
Okay.
I kind of look and I go, "What are you hoping to get here, anyways?" As we're walking inside the tent.
Reynard, you are next. So tell me what you want.
say that to me.
Yeah. What are you hoping to look to get here?
No, not much for fancy things. Maybe I don't know. Maybe a nice amulet or maybe a helmet.
I'm looking for a nice staff. I have my walking. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm not in the prime of my life, as you can see. Those days have long since left me. Sometimes it's
At 45, he needs a walking staff, man. That's a sad
Well-
state of affairs.
let's just say that while I'm not incredibly old as others see me as, I've been on enough adventures that my body has not been what it used to be. I'm still fit, but I always thought maybe a staff would also help me as well. So I'll see if they have anything there. Of course, if it's immensely unique, hopefully I can find it. But I'll see. A helmet? Really? All right.
Fine helmet or maybe an amulet of some sort. I'm not much for jewelry and fineries.
I'm not much for that.
You know what would be really great is a nice pair of gauntlets. Strong, powerful gauntlets. And some spikes on them too. That would be
Maybe. A shield. Oh, you don't use shields, do you?
shit. You've seen right.
I suppose you're correct.
Or maybe maybe one of these fine noble women.
Aren't you? Are you a man? Aren't you a man of the faith?
Well,
Paladin, man.
in a sense I am, but I mean I don't mind a little frolic in the bed every once in a while with a woman.
I don't really want to get into that. Let's just say that
roll in the hay, Dad.
I kind of look and go. I once knew an adventurer that was very similar to you, except he was a fighter, not a paladin. I don't know what happened to him. I went with him on an adventure. We fought a giant, which was interesting, but that was about it. I told you I may look inconspicuous, but let's just say that I've seen things.
Anything?
Let's keep an eye on our. You mean our pirate friend?
The rogue.
Make sure he doesn't. You know how he can get sometimes when he gets into places with valuables.
Well, you know me. It's very hard for things to slip out of my grasp.
Keep an eye on him.
I will. Staff. What were you going to say?
Well, I was gonna. Okay, so do you want to do anything? You guys are conversing.
I think I kind of imagine that we're saying this as we're walking into the tent.
You're walking into the tent, both of you. Okay. Gray Mist, what would you like to do?
Well, I've kind of I've got Ruatha by the arm. He's kind of escorting me, and I'm drinking a glass of wine that he grabbed off of somebody's tray, and I'm like, I would be in the market for maybe some rings of note, or perhaps an interesting necklace, or perhaps bracelets, perhaps some sort of you know, some sort of little decor.
And what are you going to do? You see Reynard and Gregor kind of walk onto the red carpet and towards the entrance of the tent.
I look at Ruatha. I'm like, shall we follow them in? I sort of give you a wink, sort of tell you.
All right.
Worry, you get up to anything?
Let's try to find you some
I'll
magic
be your
trinkets.
Huckleberry.
Some magic trinkets, rings of spell storing. I'm sure that you're interested in something like that.
Oh, of course, you know.
Follow my lead. We walk up to some nobles and we just start chit-chatting and say, what do you think's the most expensive thing in there is? Unconspicuously.
There's a couple of. This is what you see when you walk through the gates. You see there are a few nobles standing around conversing, and you also see a group of humans who are actually they're on their knees and they're facing each other. And it looks and they're on their knees and they're looking towards the sky. And one of them has a like a chain with a little kind of like an iconic little piece of jewelry on it. And they're looking towards the sky, and what you all know about that is that this is the celebration of nightfall. They are Gloom Creek. And this is what they do at this time of night. They spend an hour just paying homage.
Who invited these cretins?
And but there are some that are just standing around and conversing. And when you approach them, and she says, it's a woman, very fair-skinned woman, and she says, well, the Far East Heartland Gallery is a collection of the finest works collected from all around Eos. They're sold by curators of this type of work, and they certainly know the history of all of these wonderful items, and they're sought after by the wealthiest of nobles. And this is their show.
Very interesting. Have you ever heard of the pirate Ruatha?
Says, I'm sorry, who?
Ruatha, the pirate.
Ruatha. No, I can't say that I do.
Oh, good. That's very
Gray
good
Mist
news.
totally snorts.
Well, it'd be a shame if he came here, but
yes, heaven forbid he show up.
yes.
And she kind of gives you a little bit of a stink eye, and she kind of like steps back from you a little bit. She looks at her husband. husband is looking at you and looking at her and
I
just kind of
say,
like
I
waving
smile.
them
cheers.
back.
I smile at her
Cheers
husband. I totally show my
to the
pointed teeth, like,
to the
hey.
to the gallery.
Okay, you walking in the gallery?
Oh, I say cheers to the gallery. Thank you for your information.
And they nod and say, "Enjoy the collection."
Yeah, I'm gonna
And you
steal
walk
it.
in. And what you see is there are two perimeters of tables. There's tables that go all around the entire perimeter of the outside of the inner tent, and then there's a square of tables joined in the middle. And every table features an incredible work of stone carvings and sculptures, wood sculptures. There are head dressings and there are crowns. There's also stone sculptures, and it is clearly exquisite work. There's um, there's woodwork that has leather and other types of fabrics and things worked into it, and it looks like the type of items that you would find in a fine king's castle or a noble's house. They're absolutely beautiful and exquisite. And there's a range of items. There's also a lot of ceremonial armor, and it's just unbelievably beautiful. Like it clearly is not designed to wear in combat. It's designed, to be purchased as a collectible item. So you see some of that. You see fine helmets, no weapons, but you also see some blown glass and things like that.
Oh,
And these merchants are all kind of they see you walk in, and a couple of them wave over, and they have their collections out in front of their tables, and they want you to come and see them.
let me
What do
see
you
if
do?
find his crack pipe.
You do see some fine pipes. Actually, there's some fine wooden crafted pipes that are carved in intricate designs and beautifully sanded, different multicolor.
All right, can I do an insight check on these uh, these salesmen for these fine pipes?
Okay, so you walk to the table where there's different types of wood trinkets and things, and you see a collection of long pipes, and they're again they're beautifully made, and he smiles at you as you approach with kind of a hesitant smile, and he says, "How can I help you? Would you care for some of my woodwork? It's the finest. See for yourself." He waves his hands in front of his woodwork.
All right, so I inspect this, and I kind of want to do like an insight to see if it's worth what he's asking for. Is there like little stickers on there that say how much it is? You know.
No stickers, but he says, "What are you interested in? Would you like to buy a pipe?" And he holds up with it both of his hands, and he shows it to you like just an exquisite piece. And he says, "What of this one? You look like you're an elf. You may like this one here with this beautiful feather, and it's got like a black raven feather dangling from the end of it." And he says, 600 gold.
Uh,
I
so,
hope, I hope you'd like
so
to
can I
stake your
roll an
crack good
insight
pipe.
check, to kind of gauge what I think it's worth, or
You certainly can.
I feel like that's a lot.
Roll it up.
Fine goods.
Ah,
Supposedly, no.
It's worth 1,200.
The first
He's
roll of the
giving
night.
you a bargain.
I don't. No, that's too much. I'm sorry. Is there a
Perhaps
way
he's
I
got
can
a
steal
dugout he
it?
can
Is
give
there a
you.
way I can use gray mist to distract him and I try to steal something?
Yeah, did you roll insight?
He did.
Yeah,
He rolled
but
6.
I
Oh,
don't
you
want
did.
to pay $600 for it.
Okay. Um,
That's a little steep for me, but I wouldn't mind trying to steal it.
Wow. Okay.
and what? So you're going to try to steal it?
Yes, with the help of gray mist.
Okay.
I will engage the merchant in some lighthearted banter and sort of bat my eyes at him. And
Maybe there's
Gravis can look a
something that
little
you're
frumpy, but
interested in.
she's well built. She's attractive in a very strong sort of way.
So, Ruatha, um, describe what you want to do here.
All right, so I want to use Gray Mist as a distraction because I've already stolen her some drinks, and she and me and her have already made a decision that, uh, if there's anything worth valuable here, 600 gold pieces for that pipe definitely is something I want to try to steal. I don't want to pay $600 for that.
And
So I want to use Gray Mist as a distraction, and I'll try Sleight of Hand to try to sneak it away.
okay, I'm going to say this is there's about 10 or 12 other nobles in here, and there's about 30 merchants in this tent. So I'm going to say you can do that, but you're going to have to roll it at disadvantage because of all the eyes that are in here.
All right, well, then maybe that's not the best thing to do right now.
You think?
What I'm telling you is it's a crowded place. There's
Sure,
merchants right there's a merchant table right next to hers on either side, and the merchants, they don't have any people at their tables, and they're just kind of looking at you, and they're looking around. They're very close to you. They're only a few feet away.
So I nudge Gray Mist, and I kind of just say as low as voice so I can kind of whisper, like, is there any sort of distraction you can bring attention to yourself while I try to heist this pipe?
I mean, I can certainly engage the merchant in some lighthearted banter, but I can't exactly distract 45 people.
How about
Unless I
this?
take off my top and start dancing or something, but I don't think
No need to go to
anybody wants that.
extremes here.
Are you doing that, Gray Mist?
Am I taking off my top and dancing?
No. What?
No,
What?
I'm just gonna engage in a little lighthearted banter with the merchant, sort of flirt with him a little bit, and just try to draw his attention away from Ruatha's pirate-like appearance and get him
Okay.
focused on me. It's like, yeah, eyes on me.
Well, right.
Oh, you
Well,
seem to be an
based on what
interesting
you
fellow.
told me, though, Lai, I'm not really interested. If I have to roll disadvantage, Rotha knows better than to try to steal in
Well,
plain
here's
sight.
what I was going to say, Ruatha. When you ask this to Gray Mist, if you agree, I want you to make a performance check for me.
Oh, that's not gonna work very well.
All right. Well, anyways, let's just. All right. So, are you just saying that if she does a nice performance check, I might have an opportunity to steal it?
Then you can roll at you don't have disadvantage.
All right.
If
Well,
she-
I like
if she
that. That
succeeds on a
includes
performance-
everybody. That's cool. I like that. Like it a
Okay.
lot.
Great Mist, she's not strong on charisma. In fact, she's got a -1.
All right. Well, what if you just make up what your distraction is instead of rolling? And if it's good enough, the dungeon master will let us know.
Well, like I say, I want to engage the merchant in some sort of lighthearted banner. Maybe flirt with him a little bit, and maybe sort of like if he's got a beard or something, sort of reach out and touch his beard. Say, oh, it's so you must have an excellent barber, very very distinguishing on you, and the wares you displayed here are so interesting. But tell me about yourself and how you became associated with this caravan. I'm very interested in what you have to say about yourself. I'm all ears.
Okay. How about I think this is you can choose a performance or persuasion. I need a roll from you if you're going to attempt.
It's equally bad. So
And this will determine if Ruatha has advantage or not, or disadvantage or not.
Okay, I'll do performance. Doesn't make any difference. So
Come
I'm
on,
just
man.
kind of
Think positive.
yeah. This is
Positive.
not gonna go well. Yeah, that went. That's
Oh.
that's a 0.
Oh my.
He rolled a 1.
Zero. Oh. Oh.
Okay.
This is a disaster.
Cheesy peeps.
All right, here we go.
Oh, cheesy peeps, man.
Wait a minute. You rolled a 1.
I rolled a 1.
He
but
rolled
I'm
a
at -1.
0 because he has a
I rolled a
negative
0.
1.
Goose egg.
Dude.
So basically, what happens is
This guy's like
look-
repelled.
the merchant looks at you
Like
and
a
just
cricket pops out of
He
my
just
mouth.
slaps her face.
the merchant
How
looks at
dare
you
ya.
and basically just shakes his head and then looks directly right at Ruatha.
I haven't done anything yet.
And Ruatha, that tells you that they're looking right at you now. So.
All right, that's fine. I won't do anything. I'm like, I swear under my breath.
I've never
Damn
rolled
it,
a
Gray
0
Mist.
before.
Yeah,
Fuck
this merchant is kind of almost confused by what you said. They're like, what? This, huh?
Yeah,
then
they're
I
on to you.
I should get
look-
inspiration for rolling a 0.
And she just looks away. He just looks away and looks right at
I-
Ruatha. And says,
Right. I just whispered to Gravis, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can use you anymore. That was
Great
terrible.
Just while she was talking to the merchant, just totally accidentally cut like a huge fart. Just
okay, I'm gonna go to Reynard.
Reynard's kind
0.
of looking around. He's trying to find
Is that a duck?
You're looking for staves.
stabs.
You do not see any staves. Staffs, actually. You see woodwork, but not staffs.
They're seeing you like nice necklaces.
No jewelry. This is all stone, metal, and woodwork, and it is incredible.
I don't think any of it's magic.
You see helmets. You see ceremonial armor. You see different types of fine metal like cups and containers, boxes. Maybe jewelry boxes. All kinds of things carved out of wood. Things that you could hang on a wall, things that you could put into a home. This is mostly what it is.
I'm trying to think of any of the magical I would know. There's no Arcana, but that would suck. I kind of look to. Is he offering us a reward? I hate to say this, I thought he was offering us a magic item here. These just look like exquisite.
You said we could pick
They're-
one thing.
You can pick one thing, and they're valuable. They're not magic, but they're valuable.
No stamps, no wands, no jewelry.
This is a great party, but I don't know if there's anything here that I can use right now.
There were some,
I'll-
there were some crowns. I don't know.
So you're- so right-
I don't need
So right now you're looking around. I'm gonna switch to Gregor.
Yeah,
Gregor.
I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know what to do.
So I'm imagine I look across because I'm keeping an eye on Ruatha, and I see Gray Mist like dancing the silliest jig I've ever seen, like acting really stupid.
No, she literally farted. I mean, that's why. I mean, she rolled a 0. She
Okay.
was talking,
Uh.
thinking she's being charming, and then she just cut one.
And I turn to Renard and I go, "He's at it again. I told you. Would you keep an eye on him?"
There's enough people in here.
I'm a frickin' pirate. I have a bad reputation.
If anything happens, someone is going to see it, and then we'll let the authorities deal with it.
So Reynard and Gregor are on one side of the center collection of tables, and Grey Mist and Ruatha are on the other side.
And I'm on the other
And-
side looking at them like, what? Whoa, what?
And
Why you
you,
look at me
uh,
like that?
I shake my head when you look over at me. I'm just like,
And you hear all of a sudden you hear some you hear horses trotting out front of the tent. And you hear kind of what seems like a little bit of a commotion, and then you hear this.
You hear silence.
You hear the sounds of silence.
Yeah, you hear the sounds of silence.
you hear.
That's Gray Mist again.
You hear a horn, and then all of a sudden you hear screams.
What the?
And you hear the clanging of metal, and you hear more screams and male screams. You hear somebody say, "God!" And right when this occurs, some a worker from the event comes running into the camp, and he looks at everyone and he yells, "Invaders!" And just then, an arrow right through the back of his neck and out the front of his throat, and he falls
Oh,
dead.
oh, I'm pulling out my short swords.
Why
And
didn't that
there is a
idiot close the
battle
gate?
ensuing out front of the tent.
Reynard runs towards it. Go, my God!
What do you do?
I run
We
out towards.
we get ready to attack and slay.
Okay, so
Gramus
right
is going to be
now,
hanging out towards the back
you
of the
see this
crew.
guy drop and he dies right in front of you with an arrow through the neck, and all of the merchants scream, and it's total instant hysteria. And they're pulling all of their goods off the tables, and they're screaming, and there's total commotion. You don't know what the hell is going on. That guy just died in front of you, and you know that there's something going on big time. There's people fighting, there's horses braying, and it's
Is
right
this
out
a
front.
is this a good time for me to try to steal something?
Yeah, I was going to say, now's your chance, Ruatha. The chaos of a dude just getting skewered by an arrow.
Can I do a sleight of hand in the confusion?
Wow, all right.
So I immediately pull my sword and I just charge toward the tent where we came in.
I run.
You're leaving the tent.
Oh yeah, I'm barreling right out.
I'm leaving the tent too.
Yeah, I will
I'm
follow.
like-
I'm going to pat Ruatha on the shoulder and say, I think I better go have a look-see with these two.
Ricker was getting kind of tired of all the freaking nobles around and all the chanting.
Yeah.
He ain't no fancy lad.
All right, so Rotha finishes his wine in a big gulp, and then he steals something, and then runs out behind you guys.
What'd you steal, man? You stole like the least valuable thing in there, man.
All right, so you guys,
Stole an ashtray.
are you all running
I
out
wanted that ashtray, man.
to see what's going on?
Well, yeah. Is this gate open? Like, did this guy like not even try to close the gate before he ran in, or?
What did you say?
Is the gate open?
Yeah, the gate to the palisade. I mean, we
The
got
gate is
attackers.
open.
Guy not even try to close the gate.
Well, he was a wuss.
Yeah, bad
There were
guard.
guards. There weren't like.
Hey, they
Big
might
cop-
all be dead. They might all
Bunch
be
of
dead.
incompetence.
Was that guy? Was he a guard that got the arrow?
No,
What was his
he
name?
was a worker.
Just some.
What happened to those other two guards? Are they still alive?
They're here.
I mean, I get me and him run out of the tent.
No, it's the same. It's the same people who practiced in the last adventure. Yeah. So, yeah. If we're not allowed to like take an action or anything right now, then I'll wait. But the first thing I'm gonna do is cast Mage Armor. So.
Should probably do an initiative roll, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Ooh, we got dramatic music playing now, man. It's weird the way you got the map isometric, and then we got the standee, so it looks like we're all
Yeah,
like,
no, I know.
the Earth is tilting. No,
It keeps kind of twisting.
And so as soon as you run out, you see just total pandemonium. There's people running all around. All the nobles you saw are just screaming and trying to get away. And let's throw a picture up real quick.
Can I steal something?
you stop with the theft. Just
Hey, I'm playing my character, all right? He's a pirate.
we're under attack, man.
It says
Come on.
that anytime there's opportunity to steal a little extra gold, I can't resist it.
Even Gray Mist is
Okay,
like, hey,
so
I'm
these-
willing to
so
help
these
you in your
guys-
endeavors, but come on.
These guys look like they look very tribal. They almost look like barbarians in a way, and they're just trying to sack this entire tent. And there are two guards who are trying to fend them off. You run out, and you see there are 8 of them. And there's a total of 9 of them,
I probably will know this now. I was going to ask if I know if these were flush tribe.
You can roll a give me a history check.
History?
Yeah.
Should we roll initiative yet or no?
What did I just roll? Oh, 14.
You do not think that they are that vile a group. They look like tribal bandits to you.
But they don't look like. But they don't look as vile as I. Okay.
No.
They're not
They look like
pirates,
tribal
are they?
Okay, roll initiative.
And one question, I'm assuming that this time I've had Herbert out, like on my shoulder.
1 second, Roy. Let me just turn this down a little bit.
21 initiative.
Or
He's-
okay.
Oh,
What did you say, Roy?
Oh, I'm assuming I have Herbert out or available. Like, I mean, she basically travels around with an owl.
Hey man, I'll use Herbert to steal something too. All right. So
Okay. I mean that's fine. You have Herbert.
Yeah, Herbert's out. So Herbert rolls initiative on his own, but if you just want to keep things simple, Herbert can just go on my
right
turn.
after you. Yeah. Just do it that way.
Okay.
So I rolled a 6 for initiative. That's the
Damn
way I
you.
roll. At least it wasn't a 0.
Very
It can't
good.
be a 0.
That's
I got
true.
a +2, so it can't.
11 for Spriggan.
Spriggan.
Reynard Spriggan.
Do you have a negative to your initiative?
Who?
Grega.
Grey Mist.
All right, hold on.
No, she's +2.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
She has a minus -1 to her charisma and strength scores, so that's why she rolled a 0.
Roll initiative on.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's a-
it's on the first, right there, next to your armor
Yeah.
class.
Yeah.
Next to your armor class, yeah.
Your that iPad may not let you roll.
So you might just have to roll it.
Yeah, I think your iPad's too old, dude.
Yeah, I thought you were last.
Your
New
iPad's.
iPad,
You're able to roll? Oh,
God damn you.
man.
How dare you play with that old iPad?
I rolled a
Good, man. Might as well you're playing with
4 for
a
my
maniac.
4. Okay.
I rolled a 3.
4?
What?
Okay.
Thanks for the
Oh.
pause.
So
It's an outrage.
so what you see is you see these nine bandits, and there's one that has the horn, and he's kind of behind some of the other ones, and it does kind of look to you like he's waving, he's kind of like directing some of them with his hands. He's just kind of and he's shouting out. And can you
Which
guys
one is that?
see that? All
Show
right,
me.
Ruatha, you are up.
All right. Where am I on the map here? I just put your finger by my guy.
Right here.
Okay. Can I shoot my Eldritch Blast at the guy with the horn right now?
Who's the guy with the horn?
This is the guy. If you can see this guy right here, this is the guy. He's kind of standing about 10 feet behind, and he's also he's about 5 feet behind and about 5 feet from this guy too. And he's kind of
Got some cover?
Yes, you can.
All right. I'm also gonna cast. I think I'm gonna cast a spell here if I can do all this. All right, so bonus action. I'm gonna cast Hex on the guy with the horn.
Okay.
Okay, so basically he's targeted for Hex right now. As a bonus action.
What ability are you gonna nail?
What's that?
You nail an ability. So like, if you nail strength and one of those two want to grapple, that'd be to their advantage.
But you were saying, all right. So, Lai, is this guy seem charismatic, this leader type, or is he more strong, like brutish, than the rest of them?
He's strong and brutish like the rest of them.
All right, then I'm gonna. He's gonna have disadvantage on his strength. What is it? His checks.
Just strength checks. That's all it is. So like,
Okay.
if one of the other two tried to grapple him, it would that hex would give him, I believe, disadvantage on his strength check, or
Okay,
I'm not
no,
sure if
you're
it's a
right.
minus or a disadvantage.
But
Yeah,
not
he's the biggest, the strongest, and
all
like I
right.
said, he's basically directing them.
All right. So as a bonus action, Dungeon Master, I hex him, and then I cast Eldritch Blast, 2 beams at him.
Okay, so now with Hex, he doesn't save or anything like that.
No.
Nope.
Okay,
And
okay,
it may do extra damage for me if I hit.
all right.
20 armor class with Eldritch Blast number 1.
That hits.
All right. So does hex work for every hit?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. And hang on. So he takes 6 plus 4. So he takes 10 damage from the first Eldritch Blast,
Okay.
and I get 2 of them. Second one is a crit.
Oh.
Oh, really?
So
Man,
roll 2.
there you go.
Crit.
So roll those bones and double them
So
up.
12 plus the other hex damage, right, per hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hex damage would double too, I
And that's
assume.
double 2. Yeah.
So 6 more, and I gotta hit double that
That's
too.
12. Yeah. Well, you just double it. You don't. I don't. Or what? No, I guess.
No, I gotta roll it twice.
Okay.
So 8 plus Eldritch Blast damage, so 20 points of damage to the
Oh
guy with the
man.
horn.
And you just push. He goes falling. He doesn't fall to the ground, but he's pushed back, and he screams out. "Oh, oh," and several of his other bandits, they look at him and they're startled for a moment. He's still standing, and he is next.
Wait, hold
And
on. I haven't moved yet.
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought you were done.
Can I run behind that wall over there?
This one.
And yes,
On the, point it on the screen if you can.
I saw that. That's exactly where I'd want to go. I'd want to run over there because I'm gonna try to hide next round.
Okay, you're gonna run.
He's gonna run inside.
I'm gonna go run inside the gate and somewhere near that tent there that I'm on right now.
Okay. Okay. Yep, you can do that.
All right, and then next round I'll try to hide or something. I'll try to figure it out.
That'd be 6 of these.
Okay.
And that ends my turn. I'm done.
That ends your turn. Okay. So he is now up. The guy you just hit, and he has what you see, and you all see this. Ruatha just completely just got a great hit on him, and he almost stumbles to the ground. And he kind of like raises his head, and he pulls his arms out, and he screams really loud. And it looks as though he's kind of almost rejuvenated himself a little bit. And
That's number 5. That's that.
let's see. Okay, 1 second. And he just kind of screams, and he gets back some of his vigor. He just yells and screams out, and he looks tough as nails. And he is going to see. He has a long bow, and he's still like shouting at some of the others bandits around him, and he fires at. He fired who's in the middle there? Like Gregor? Yep.
This one?
Yep.
That's me.
That's you?
Yep.
Okay. He fires at Reinhard with a long bow, and he gets 13, and he misses. Okay, and he actually, that's all he can do.
Is he gonna move or is he gonna stay there?
He is going to stay right there, and he's still looking at some of the others. Now we've got, and the tribal bandit right right next to him with the longbow. Fires. Ooh, he fires at the first. Who's the first one?
This one?
No.
This one?
Nope.
This
Yeah.
one? He's a guard.
He fires at the guard. Longbow. There we go. He misses the guard. But he gets advantage on that because of the leader. So the warrior, the guy who's been doing the directing with the horn, he basically just shouts at him and gives him advantage on this roll. Here goes.
Which is the guy with the horn, dude? This guy. Oh, the guy
Pick that up.
was
Ignore
hexed.
that. Yeah. Oh, and he hits the guard this time. And the guard takes 4 damage. Okay. I got it.
There's a notepad on here.
Okay, so he fires at the guard, and the guard takes an arrow. Now, the next tribal bandit. So, right next to him, he advances to.
Here, here's a piece of paper you can use too.
Remus. He charges you. He charges you with his long sword drawn. And I'm sorry, dude. He has 2 hand axes.
Okay.
And he makes now let's see. You are yep, okay, it is not good. Okay, here we go. Oops. Why is it? Ah. 13. Gray miss.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna cast shield as a reaction, so he will miss.
He misses. Okay. He gets
Yep.
another attack with his second hand axe.
Yep. So my armor class is now until the
End of your turn.
yeah
Or right,
the
what,
end
next
of
turn.
end of my next turn is now 17.
Oh, and he rolls a 17.
So I rolled
And
one
you will take
class.
a hand axe.
No.
And you take 5 points of damage from the hand axe.
Okay, would you say
Okay.
5?
Yeah, he said 5.
Okay.
Yep. And another tribal bandit next. These guys rolled good initiatives.
That's great.
Okay, so this one is going.
No, I know. It's all good.
Actually, he's just going to move by the guy with the horn. And fire. Let's see.
Yeah.
So he's right next to the guy now. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
He goes for Reynard.
All right.
He's firing with a longbow.
Look out! Arrows
Okay.
in the duck.
Here we go. Okay, now he's got. He has advantage on this. So he's got 18 on this roll.
Nope.
No.
That's a 19 or an 18.
And he misses. Okay, so he missed you. And he just stays put there.
Where is he
He's
Mercy.
right next to the big guy. Yep, there's a hex guy. Yep, that's him.
All right.
Okay. Then Reynard, you are up.
Oh, well, all right. I am going to. I'm going to do embodiment of the law. Embodiment.
Embodiment of the law.
Roy knows what this is.
Yes, I do.
If you cast an enchantment spell using a spell first level or higher, you can change the spell casting time to a bonus action. So bless is an enchantment spell. So I'm going to bless. I'm going to bless Grey Mist. I'm going to bless Gregor. I'm going to bless Ruaka.
Okay.
So they are all blessed now.
You're blessed. Okay.
And as an action, how far does that go? 60 feet. So that would be.
Does embodiment of the law only give you like an additional like melee attack?
No, that's another one.
Okay.
Embodiment of the Wall is that if you cast an enchantment spell using first level or higher, you can change the spell's casting time to one bonus action.
Oh, okay.
You're
Okay,
thinking
gotcha.
of the reaction attack that someone can take.
So you're blessing.
Yeah, that's a different one. Yeah.
Grey
How do I
Mist.
put conditions on myself? Can we put bless on ourselves? So it
I don't know
helps.
about.
I don't know.
I'm on D&D Beyond. That's what I'm using tonight.
No, I don't see anything under conditions. I think you just have to remember.
Where is the conditions button? I can't find it.
Well, it's right. If you look to the right of your armor class, you see defenses and conditions.
Yeah.
So if you click on conditions, it'll show you all the conditions you can do a slider for.
Number 2. Yep.
Oh. What
Hold it
about
down.
like
But they don't have anything for blessed or anything.
right, okay. So no buffs. You can't buff
Yeah,
yourself.
I don't. Yeah, there's no.
So just remember that you all have a D4.
Okay, for
Yeah.
saving throws and attacks.
He has not taken damage.
Ooh, 9 points of necrotic.
9 points.
Hey, the TV went to sleep, man.
Hey, what happened?
What happened?
Our map is gone.
Boom. I've heard that sound effect is cool. Boom.
Oh, you got it.
Now we're more worried about the map.
The TV went to sleep, so I'm seeing reflect. I can see Shawnee's face right now. Hide.
Yep.
Shawnee, you got the Fu Manchu fucking goatee going on right now? Look at that.
Kind of looks like that, doesn't it?
It does look Fu Manchu-ish.
Get the Lemmy cut, man.
Yeah. Yes. You need to do the Motorhead look. Do it.
What happened to our map?
He's coming.
Hey, don't question the map.
Come on, man.
It's all right.
What'd you
Need
catch?
need to get in those settings and make sure that the monitor doesn't go to sleep.
It didn't
That's
take
what we
long
need
for
to do.
bloodshed, I'll tell you that.
No, we got right to it.
I hex that guy. I'm gonna bring him
Rafa
down.
can't even buy a crack pipe without some barbarians from the
Man.
hills coming down and messing things up.
I still want to roll for that lie. I still want to roll for stealing a crack pipe in the middle of the chaos.
Alright, well, you gonna use an action to do that?
I just sleight of hand bonus action, but right before everything went down.
Is that right? We're gonna go back in time then?
That's
Okay,
not gonna happen
rewind.
now.
Yeah, rewind.
Hey, I'm gonna keep asking now. All right, so you can't get annoyed at me trying to play my character.
Just hey, let's watch some Roku here. What we got?
Yeah.
There it is. Yes, good.
Finally.
You did an excellent job once again.
Yes, you've solved the problem you have.
It was basically a cord got kicked.
Oh,
Our dungeon master is currently taking.
So that was.
So this map is phenomenal. I have already come up with a bunch of ideas already.
yeah, it's very pretty.
Very good.
Very pretty. We got terrain
Very
to
good!
cover. We got goodies.
I didn't know that you had to find familiar.
Do you have a magic item, Grey Mist?
I have an arcane grimoire.
What's that?
It gives me +1 to my spell attacks.
What is a grimoire? I gotta look that up.
It's a book.
Grimoire is a book.
It's
Like
like
what?
a tome.
A tome?
Tome.
What does it have in it? Like pictures of demons and shit?
No, it has my spells. It's my spell book.
Oh, it's
You're
like your
thinking of
diary.
You
yeah.
think of the Necronomicon?
No, you're thinking of Demacos's book.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
That's right.
yeah,
I forget.
Demacos' book is full of
Demarcus
horror.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move.
Demarcus' brain is squirming like a toad.
No, sorry. That's all my movement to move.
Wait, that's you?
That's my turn.
And we're not okay. Okay. And let's say this.
I hear Valkyries fighting.
Oh man, the very heavens have opened.
Yes.
The armies of Valhalla
Who's that?
surge forward.
What are you guys drinking tonight, man? I saw some
Ghost
312
Guard.
last
So this
night.
tribal band- now this is the tribal band way over there. Yep.
Nah.
This is and yep. Okay.
Time to unleash hell.
Next tribal band.
These son of a
Right
bitches.
next to him.
How dare they?
Yes,
Yep.
sons of bitches.
I'm outraged.
Falls for the guy.
Dude, I'm about to go Charles Bronson on these motherfuckers.
Charles Bronson. And he hits him.
Death Wish.
They got the death wish.
I already got the Hex. They're gonna get the Death Wish next.
Are you gonna go death wish or hard times?
Nope, I'm going Death Wish.
You say which death wish, man? Death wish fucking 10 or 8 or 7?
Oh, three.
3 damage.
Three's the best death wish, is that right?
Yeah, it is the most overtop Death Wish there is.
3. If I remember, I don't remember this, but I seen.
Dude, he had like a bazooka in 3. I'm
No,
telling you.
Yeah, in one of them, he had,
A bazooka.
in one of them, he had a machine gun.
It was made in the 80s, so he had a bazooka and there was lots of
That's right.
explosions.
You can get them in any corner store.
All right, Gray Mist, you are up.
Gray
Okay, where is
Mist.
Gray Mist on the battlefield here?
Right here.
Okay, right
You're
there.
right in front of him.
Look at that giant hand there.
You've got a blue bless on you, dude.
You've been
Okay.
blessed by the Lord.
Let's see here. So I got somebody on.
May
me.
it be in heaven a half hour before the devil knows you're dead.
I think you know what? We're just gonna unleash some hell here. So
Do it. Come
I'm
on.
gonna do a 4th level fireball.
What?
Why not? We'll get a rest.
We'll get a rest.
We'll get a rest. So let's see here. So the one thing I can do.
You're not
Is
I get a
with my-
30-foot radius sphere out
Yeah,
there.
and I can sculpt a spell, so I can, even if this gets in the, even if one of my allies or the local guards ends up in this radius, they won't be affected. So, but yeah, pull out a 30-foot radius fireball. I guess is that what it is? 30-foot radius.
Yeah, I think you can take out a lot of these guys if you place
Yeah.
it.
So let's see here. A 20-foot radius.
20,
So 40 diameter fireball. So just put it down and on the guy next to me. So yeah, over there. I just want to get as many of these dudes as possible. Well,
Can you
just
move
get
it
as
over a
many-
little bit?
Nah, move it over to the
There's
where the
a
leader
guard.
is.
Who's
get
that?
all those-
Who's
get all those
this?
clowns.
Who's this
There's
guy?
a guard here and a guard here.
Okay.
Well, they won't. With
So you
sculpt
can get-
spell, they won't be affected.
Who's
so move
this?
it over so I get the leader and as many of those clowns as
Is the
possible.
leader the guy
Over
that's-
here.
that
Yeah,
Rose
do
has?
this right over here. Yeah.
Yeah. Get as
Yeah,
many. So I can get
that's
all 5
good.
of those.
Yeah, you can get those 5 guys.
That's a lot of dudes, dude.
Yep, that's a lot of dudes, and we're just gonna unleash the
You
pain.
dude, turn those guys into chicken wings.
Yep. So I'm launching a 4th level, and they need to make a Dex 16 save or they get half damage. So damage roll
I'll
up.
give you the number to the guys.
Yes, yes, great.
Damage rolls coming. So 41 damage. If they make their Dex 16 save, they'll take 20 damage.
So it's 20.
Oh,
It's
oh
actually
man,
pretty easy.
Wait,
dude.
they're gonna take 20 if they fail.
20 if they
Yes.
fail.
They're
Yeah.
all dead.
Hey, everyone's
Oh
dead.
man.
Oh,
Die.
so Roy, describe that.
Oh man, she's holding her grimoire in one hand. She's always walking around. She's got like little like almost like a pince nez, like spectacles on her nose.
Do you
She
have
sort of looks up. She's irritated that she got hit by this clown with an axe. And she just goes ahead and fires at Byron. You just see a lighty tiny point of flame go out of her hand and just explode in the center of this thing, and you just see all of them burned on fire. You hear their screams of pain and anger as the fire consumes them and it just turns them into smoking ash.
yeah.
So they are just burned to cinders and they just fall to the ground dead.
They're burned.
And when
So
that happens, all the rest of the bandits attempt to flee.
All right.
So
Well,
you
if the one
guys
on me is going to
get
attempt to flee, I'm going to attempt to,
yeah.
I don't know, I'll
So
stab him or something.
so whichever
Really?
it looks like there's only one.
Great miss, yeah.
So Gray Mist, you have an opportunity attack. The others just they take off. They try to.
Yeah, so all I can do is just try to stick it with my dagger. So I'll roll a dagger attack against the one on me. Come on. No, it's not gonna do it. 10.
10's not going to hit him.
So I feebly strike out with my dagger, but I miss it.
So he runs. So they're gonna run. Yep, they're gonna run in
So
that
they're going to
direction.
do it.
Cowards, come
We're gonna
back
do
and
it
fight
back.
me.
They're moving 30 feet. So 5, 10, 15.
I have a range of 120 feet with my Eldritch Blast after they disengage.
So those two at the very end dash too. They're off the screen.
Yeah, these guys are all.
Look at those cowards run, eh?
But this guy technically is still on the screen.
What
Yeah,
about those
uh,
other guys
Oh
over
wait,
there?
I'm sorry, I didn't roll what. Would a 14 have hit that dude?
14. Yes, it would have.
Okay, well I'm gonna roll my because I've got my bless, so I'm just gonna roll my 1d4. Okay, it's only a 1, so I assume 11 doesn't hit. So.
11 misses him still.
So what did you do?
He rolled an
Well, I had
11.
bless. I didn't roll my 1d4 for
Forgot
the
to roll.
bless.
Oh, I see.
Doesn't
for the
11
attack,
hit
so.
him?
No.
I assume 11
It's
doesn't.
11.
It does not. No. Actually, it just misses him.
Yeah, come on. I just had to have a low roll.
So he's going to run all the way over
Run away!
there. Still technically on the screen.
Okay, so those two have dashed and they're bailing. The other two are way kind of pretty far away from you. They all just took off. I guess
Just seen
top
their
of the
leader
order.
turn to ash.
Yeah, I'd be top of the order, right? Is that how that?
Oh, no, I think it might turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. What did I miss?
And honestly,
Yes,
Herbert didn't
Gregor.
even get to go, but I'll just keep Herbert close.
Yeah, it don't matter right now.
All right. So I will do this way. I will move my movement. So 30 feet. And I will cast Hold Person on number 1. That's what I was going to do. Number one. So number 1.
Who does number 1 work for?
I think it's number 2.
Number 2?
Rolls a 4 and fail.
Yeah, that's a fail.
Sweet.
Yeah, so I just reach out my hand and I just go, stop! And he freezes in place, and his buddy probably keep running.
Yeah, he keeps running for sure.
Well, it's not.
Should have thought a bunch of barbarians would try to attack an art gallery. This guy's not very smart.
So he stops.
Do you want to see
So-
the other guy running? Do you want to keep going?
Well, yeah. So he's number 2. Which one? So number 1 was the one.
Number 1 is
Yeah.
what froze.
Okay, so number 2. And he keeps. So he's.
Depends on where in the initiative we are.
He is next.
Oh, he's next.
Yep. So he's just gonna keep bailing. He just runs. He looks at. He's right next to him. They're both running, and Gregor holds number one, and he looks. He's totally even more startled, and he tries to run even faster.
That guy already moved already, though.
Technically, that guy on his initiative is when he would have done that dash. So that's where he would actually be right now. Because you can't, they
Oh
ran
yes, you're right. It didn't.
Yeah,
it
wasn't
go
really
around.
their turn
Okay.
to run.
Yep. Sorry about that.
But the other guy
Great
is
point.
paralyzed.
Yeah, the other guy is. I mean, I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah, like the guy on Gray Mist, he wouldn't have been able to move.
actually, number one probably wouldn't really go anywhere. He's probably stuck here. This guy, Gramus hit him.
No, he missed him, but he wouldn't have been able to run away from me unless it was his turn. Because he attacked me on his turn.
That's because I thought I didn't.
No, you got an opportunity attack on him. He ran away from you on
I
his turn.
did, but I didn't hit him anyways. But he wouldn't have. The thing is, he wouldn't have been able to run away unless it was his turn.
Well,
He
right,
came up
but
and attacked me on his
at the end of
turn.
his turn, he still had his movement,
He
and you
was
got an
second.
opportunity attack on him.
What's that? Well, yeah, okay, so he's.
Yeah, but
He can't
his
go.
turn
He
was
can't go
over.
anywhere. Yeah. So now he's not going because
Okay.
he was.
Sorry, guys.
I mean, still,
Yeah,
he does get.
He can't attack me. Then somebody else goes, and then he gets to move.
No, he gets to move on his turn.
Right,
Yeah.
but it wasn't his turn.
No, it wasn't his turn. So he's still next to Gramus. So actually,
Yeah.
you didn't get an opportunity.
You didn't. I totally screwed that up because
All right,
so-
I don't know what's happening.
So
Sorry.
they're all. None of these guys moved. I held number
You
one.
held him, and now we're back at the top of the order.
Yes, it was
So
number one.
Ruatha, you are up.
All right, I'll come back out from the gates over to right about here. You guys see my blue arrow button there? Just kind of
Okay.
trying to ping that area.
Moving right up to the front of the gates.
Right here.
Yeah, put me right there, please.
Right here.
A little bit away from this melee action, you know?
Yeah, right there. Right here, a little bit away.
Yeah. Give me a safe spot there. Who can I hit here with Eldritch Bolt? Two of
So
them.
you can hit number one or two.
Actually, I will actually move directly up to this guy. How many squares is that to move up to this guy?
Okay, I'm sorry. What, Rose?
I want to move instead of going here. I want to go directly from where I was to right here next to this guy.
Okay. This guy?
Yeah. How many squares is that?
You're good, I think.
Just let me know so I can move after I strike him.
That was about 25 feet of movement.
25 feet of movement. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So Rose, just to confirm, there's the guy Gregor held, and then there's another guy right on Gray Mist, and then there's two in the distance.
Right. Is Gray Mist right here by the gate door? Is this Gray Mist? All right.
Yes.
So I will stay by Gray Mist to protect her, and I'm going to cast. I'm going to put my Hex on this guy as a bonus action, and then I'm going to strike at him with two short swords and try to get sneak attack on this guy also.
Okay. He is wounded.
Quite clever.
He is wounded?
Yes.
All right, so that's all right. So restless is my packed weapon or my hexblade weapon. 25 armor class.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
I hope so.
Easily.
All right, so he takes 9 plus. Hang on, I gotta roll some more stuff.
He is dead.
Oh, he's dead. Okay.
I thought you were gonna say one of those sneak attack to see how dead he was.
Oh,
Then-
well, you can't.
I won't.
I just give him a kick.
All right.
All right, so hold on. I'm not done yet here. So the other guy's held over here. Number 1 is held.
Yes.
Yes.
But he is a little ways away.
I will throw as my second attack option. I'll throw a. Well, if I hit him, will he be unparalyzed or held?
No, that's not how a whole person works. He's held.
So do I have advantage in my attack roll to him?
Yeah, because he's paralyzed.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to throw a dagger at that guy.
It'll be a crit if you hit him.
No, that's if you're within 5 feet.
Oh, crit.
And don't forget your 1d4 for bless.
Oh, shit. And it's advantage?
Yes.
At advantage.
I'll look at him.
Oh, I almost had a 20 there. So I missed. It misses.
Oh,
Missed.
no.
Okay. Your dagger goes flying by its head.
What did you roll your bless, dude?
Did you roll your die 4?
Oh, no, I didn't. All right, so I rolled an 8. So unless it's...
Did you roll with advantage also?
I think
I
you
did.
just add it.
You did.
No, it's armor class 10. It misses.
Okay.
You missed. Okay.
That's
Kind
the
of
end of my
shoots
turn.
the guys out of the way there.
That's the end of my turn. I kill that one guy and miss with my dagger throw.
Okay. So that's not- he's dead. Okay, so that so number one
You're right, John.
Is
Yeah.
He's paralyzed,
the
right?
one
Or
that's
health?
furthest away
yeah, within 5 feet.
just bails.
Which one's that?
The one that's furthest away.
This one?
Yep. Just takes off. Running. Oh! Actually, he doesn't say no. He just runs.
Run away, coward.
And then the next tribal bandit is
Take it on the heel and toe.
So-
Get out of here.
yeah,
This
no,
one?
yeah, he's not holding right. No.
No.
He takes off too, man. He uses his movement, everything he can. They're running as fast as they can. Get out of here. So they're pretty far away from you now. I mean, they're Renard.
Just gonna walk up to this guy. And I'm just gonna kind of stand there, seeing as though my work is done. I don't think there's anything else I can really do.
So you just approach him and
Approach him and say, "I want you to answer some questions for me."
okay.
Can he talk if he's held?
No, he is paralyzed.
Paralyzed right now.
Do you want to say that? I'll be honest. At this point, combat's probably over.
It is.
They ran off.
They're gone.
All right.
They actually ran down the beachfront and like behind these huge. There's like trees and vegetation and boulders. They just bailed.
Get out of here.
I think we have a few questions we need to ask this one.
So
Tie
you
him
have
up.
him held. He can't do anything when he's held. He can't.
No, he is paralyzed.
However, here, wait. Give me a minute. Let me check.
However long the
Tie him up.
concentration lasts for after you cast it.
He could save for it on his turn again,
He saves on his turn.
but it's
Okay.
for a minute. I just stopped concentrating on it though.
Okay. Well, why
And,
don't you tie a rope around him first?
No, I just go up and grab him. I just grab him with my hand.
There you
Is
go.
this a human?
That
Yes.
works.
Okay, so I just go up and I just grab him with both my hands, and I cut my concentration off.
All right.
Okay.
I love it.
And when you do that, he kind of like, and he's wrestling in your hands a little bit, but he looks stunned and he's just looking at you.
I punch
And
him. I punch him square in the face.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's just an attack roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
It's a,
I don't know.
pummeling, or
Yeah, I mean,
No, it'd be an unarmed. Do you want to do
Unarmed strike, yeah.
Do you want to do non-lethally or lethal?
no, I don't hurt him.
Okay, so then yeah,
I'm not
roll,
gonna kill him.
yeah,
Punch.
roll an attack roll.
Yeah, unarmed strike. I get +6.
Don't
Now,
forget your D4.
And I do 4 damage if I do hit it. Oh my gosh!
You crit.
I critted him.
you crit. You might kill
I
him.
hope you didn't kill him with your fist, man.
Well, I mean,
You probably won't kill
the
him.
damage from that is a 4, so I guess he takes 8
Yeah, okay.
Ow.
blows.
That's a
So you
broke his
punch him,
jaw.
and when you do that, he drops his hand axes, and he's like this, and he just says, "Kill me now."
Dude, I basically fucking did a Tyson punch on him.
You did.
Well,
You
I
jacked
go.
him so
Allow
hard.
me to do something really quickly. I haven't done this in a while. and I hold my hands. I wave my hands in the air, and the sphere kind of emanates from me and then dissipates. I'm going to cast Zone of Truth.
Okay, so just to describe that, when Gregor punches him, 2 teeth get knocked out, and his nose just starts bleeding, and he drops his hand axes, and he's looking at Gregor, and he's just kind of wavering back and forth, and then he just says, "Kill me." So you cast Zone of Truth.
Zone of Truth. So he has to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, he rolls an 18.
Nice. He succeeds. So I know I try to cast Zone of Truth. I go, I'm sorry, my spell didn't work on him. He would have not been able to tell any lies.
He's just
I
too good
technically
looking.
I could do it again, technically.
So I go, he won't lie to us. And then I look at him and I go, I'm not going to kill you.
Not yet.
Just first tell us why you're here. And then maybe I'll let you out of your misery.
He just drops to his knees, and he's looking up at you. And he says, "To Mophidas with you. Kill me now." He's sweating, and these guys are tribal, totally. And they don't look like, they look like basically kind of like Native American Indians, that's really their garb and the way they look. And
So I just grab him again. I go, so you were here simply just to steal and kill? No other purpose.
we plunder as we wish.
Maybe they came to see the art.
Did you know that this art sale was going on?
He wanted a crack pipe of his own.
And he looks at you and says, "Of course."
Why don't you just say where you're from, and then we can let you go?
Piss off.
We're not going to kill you, because that's what you want. We're not going to give you what you want.
So I tie him up and I just hand him over to the guards. I just kind of throw him at the guards.
Yeah, I agree.
And the guards they're still almost like in stance. They can't believe what they saw with that fireball, and they're
No
totally
kidding, dude.
blown
I
away.
totally yell at the guards, like, why the hell didn't you close the gates, you clowns?
He says, "I'm
Klaus,
sorry,
you clown.
we've never experienced this before.
Your
We've never
guards.
had such an incursion in this village ever that I can recall. I'm sorry."
Good. But you got this art installation inside a palisade with big doors on it, and you guys are like sitting around picking your nose.
She says, "Forgive us. These guys have 12 hit points. They're barely guards." So they're basically first line of fighters. So,
Like 6-year-olds.
he takes them.
I have a suggestion.
Well, first of all, so Gregor gives he basically throws them at the guards, and the guards like just get him, and one of them puts his knee down on his back, and he starts to tie up his hands, and he says, "We will take care of this vile scum."
Cut his
Go ahead,
hands and feet off.
Jesus, that's a little
Oh my
too
God,
much.
Ruafa, hey, look, come on, no.
Yeah.
That is
He's
too
a
much.
savage.
We don't need all that.
He's
We
a
don't need all
savage.
that. Come on.
Savage.
We're not torturers here. Come on.
You've been reading the
And-
wrong books.
And the mist is still cascading all throughout the village, and the people are gone. I mean, all the nobles have disappeared. You saw while this was happening, you saw many of the craft tradesmen just running out of here and trying to climb the fence and get over it. I mean, it's just totally chaos.
Did they drop
And
anything?
you don't really see anybody around. You just see the mist, the 2 guards, and one of the guards, he shouts for another guard to come, and he walks over to him, and they pick this guy up.
Do you know where someone like this would even come from?
And the guards say, "There are tribal bandits in the area. They can cause problems, but this is highly unusual. They must have come for the gallery to steal."
I looked at them. They didn't look like Flesh Tribe members.
Flesh tribe.
Flesh.
But
Oh, for
they're
fantasy.
barbarians. Which I thought
And
that's
he
what.
says, "The flesh tribes of Hoth." Oh,
Flesh.
they would never come this far.
I suppose,
That's 2,000 miles away.
I suppose so, but they're. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure.
What
But
are
there
you
are
guys? What are you guys talking about?
There are barbarian camps nearby, aren't there?
That was in the setting book.
It was in the setting book.
See, Sean read it.
There's a
So-
group.
Give
There's
him
a
an
group.
ins- give him
I
an
was on a
inspiration
pirate
die.
ship. I missed it.
Sean in the setting book. Hey!
If anybody
Yes.
deserves an inspiration, it's got to be
Spoiler.
Sean,
You
man.
definitely.
Great
Hey.
idea, Ron.
Hey, I was on a
Reynard
pub.
gets inspiration for
For
Researching
reading
the
for
area
reading what the
properly
dungeon master
before
told him to
rising.
read.
That's
The rest of us get negative inspirations.
But I go. So there are barbarian tribes nearby. This has happened a lot near northern Voodoos?
And he says, they're not barbarians.
They're
They're-
not.
No,
What is
they're
this
tribal.
flesh tribe you speak of?
These were tribal bandits.
Tribal bandits.
Yes, they're quite primitive and they fight quite aggressively. I was surprised at how easily you've killed them, but I really don't know much about them. They're not really, we would never expect this type of invasion in this area.
And I look to Roatha. You've never heard of the flesh tribe men before?
No.
I look to Roatha. No. They're
No.
horrible people. They flay, they kill and maim, torture, flay skin, and wear it.
And the guard immediately interjects and says, "Oh, if this was the flesh tribe, I think it would have been a much different outcome."
How would we know?
Oh, you would know, friend. You would know.
That's right.
Well-
Roth would fit right in. He wanted to cut this dude's hands and feet off. You know, sounds like Flesh Tribe is what Roth
Well-
is down with.
So I
Give it a little
I-
taste of their own medicine.
kind of speak. Do you know where they would frequent or any camps nearby, or are they pretty nomadic?
They're nomadic. He believes. He says they travel the lands. They're horde. They're in small and large hordes, and they survive in any way that they can.
This hasn't happened recently, has it? There hasn't been.
No,
There hasn't been recent sightings of them before.
we've had no incursions in Ornath in a very long time. This is most unusual.
And he Raynoff kind of strokes his beard. He goes, "Something strange is happening. I've had attacks near my village in Zor. Something strange is happening.
Hmm.
I know it's far away from here, but I feel like it's all connected for some reason.
Sorry,
So I
but
think
just a random attack. You know,
I don't think this is random. This is planned. Barbarians like this, they may not be civilized, but they're not idiots.
just seemed like if this was a plan, this was a very poor plan.
They're barbarians.
They are
They are not-
idiots.
The
Very much
barbarians,
so.
they are not keen on tactics. Their
They
tactics-
cannot even sail a ship. They're idiots.
Are there any seafaring barbarians around here?
Negative.
Not that I know of.
Well, Baratha would know that, of course. I don't know.
This is a peaceful village for the most part, and the nobles from here are from Voodos who come a pretty great distance to come to this beautiful village.
I'm sorry if this basically soured everyone's moods. I'm guessing that the tent is that they're probably
you,
gonna have to move.
you start to see some people come out. Again, the mist is floating everywhere. And then they are starting to kind of peek around the corner, and they look just, they still look very surprised. And out from around the edge, with two additional guards at his side, is Tarnlith. And he says, he approaches, says, "Guards, take this scum away." And he looks at you all and he says, "My gosh, I cannot believe this occurred. Thank the heavens that you were here."
Well, thank the heavens that Grey Mist was here.
I shrug.
An
I'm like, hey,
incredible
you
blaze.
think you can get one of these nobles to get me a glass of wine or something? All that killing makes me thirsty.
Everybody ran away.
He
Everybody,
snaps his fingers and and one of the guards runs off.
wow,
He'll get you a wine, no problem.
Hey, that's
Wow.
my kind of guy. Thanks, Tarmuth.
wow.
I think
And
you're
then
the.
he-
I
and
think
on
you're
that
the one
note,
we need to talk to.
And on that note, he says to you, he says, "The gratitude I express is, I cannot express enough what you've done here for us is incredible. And you've
Indeed.
done it for my brother as well.
Yes.
He says, all I can offer you is what my brother was my brother's original offer. And if you pick anything from the gallery, I'll see to it that the inn in which you stay will hold it for you. That is all that I can offer. And he bows his head and says,
I say,
all of
you
us.
are a brother from another mother.
Because I don't.
I can allow that look to walk.
You don't know what that
Really?
means.
Really? That's what you got to say, huh?
I kind of look. I go. We came here to talk with you about something else that's been happening. Your brother sent us for a reason. I feel.
Do tell.
I don't know.
My brother didn't mention this.
He didn't. He
The
didn't
paper
mention.
bird that I received, no. He only said that you were coming and that I was to give you great treatment and one of the items from the gallery.
We did a mission for your brother. There was bandits around the area that we took care of before.
Yes, this I knew.
Rescued. I don't know. I feel he sent us here. He sent us here for a purpose. I don't know what the purpose would be, though.
It was my understanding it was part of your reward.
I see. Well, it seems that our reward has been slightly spoiled, but that is all right.
He says, no, please. I will have the merchants gather, or the crafters gather their things, and please, if you'd like to choose an item. And the inn is located on the other side of the village. It's a beautiful inn. I will see too that the proprietor takes well care of you.
Do you have any books or lore about some of the area around here? I'd like to just have a quick peek through. Maybe try to glean information for myself.
Not here. This is a small village. You can find that south of here, further into Vudos.
I see. Maybe I'll speak with some of the townsfolk. Well, that is all I have to say. Maybe I'll
Cleric, what are we doing?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of tired.
Tired
Okay,
of
so
what?
he thanks
Should we
you.
select an item from the art fair
Yeah,
here.
I'm up to select an item.
So
Yes.
he points you back to the tent, and is that what you guys want to do?
I'll
Yeah,
do that.
I want
Okay.
to see the wares. What do we got?
Okay, so he brings you back in, and the place is totally disheveled. I mean, there's tables knocked over just because of the panic.
Fear
Most
is the worst.
most of the items have been cleared from the tables, and most of the merchants have also left. They didn't gather all their stuff. I mean, they were just running for their lives.
Where'd they go?
But they just ran.
They ran into the night.
Away from
Yeah, they
away
ran.
from my explosion of fire and burning flesh.
They ran to
Yes.
the other side of the village and hid, behind houses and wherever they could. And Tarnmouth walks you in, and a lot of the items are still there, and he says, "Please choose any one." And the way this will work is,
Choose anyone.
you can pick any item, and it will be worth 1,000 gold.
Ooh.
You cannot travel with it. And I didn't print out like a list of all the things that
No,
are
that's
there.
all
That's
right.
fine. Just
So
make
you
it up.
can-
Just make it up.
Play
That's
by
fine.
ear, man. It's
All right.
And, and how it will work
We don't
is,
need to hear the details. Just make it up.
And how it will work is, when you find the inn on the other side of the village, you can store it there. He'll see to it that it's securely stored, and at the end of the adventure, it will be added to your inventory, or essentially your valuables.
I'll let Reynard Reynard doesn't really know what to do. He doesn't really. He kind of looks around, seeing what all this. So there's like helmets. There's ceremonial armor.
All kinds of there's sculptures, big and small. There's stuff that you could put on the tabletop, stuff you could put in a yard. There's large and small. There's ceremonial armor suits.
This might be a stretch.
We
Is there any-
Rotha interjects and says, "I suggest that we all determine what is most valuable to us, and then compare them all."
Yeah, just imagine this: there's stone, metal, and wood, and the carvings and different items, sculptures, and ceremonial armor, and different types of, basically just kind of like artwork that is that nobles would have, in their homes, or even kings would have.
Are there any crosses?
Are there any breastplates?
Like a Christian cross.
Just like a regular Christian cross or a cross.
Let me roll for that. Let's see. That's a good question. Crosses. I'll say. Yes, there are. There's a cross that's carved and crusted with jewels, and yeah, it's absolutely incredible. It's about 2.5 feet high. It looks like you could mount it on a wall.
I kind of look at it, silvery. I look at it, I go, I'll take this. It reminds
Good.
me of my faith.
So there's helmets. There's beautifully crafted ceremonial helmets. There's armor. There's
Hello?
stone sculptures.
I need some
Um,
armor.
Well, it's not wearable.
It's
just
ceremonial
ceremonial.
armor.
Oh,
It's
well,
not
if
designed
it's
to be wearable.
ceremonial, then and I get to
Um,
choose it. I think I'll take some
There's
dope ass shit.
basically like stone pottery that's just incredible. It's painted in multicolors, and there's inset gems and things like this.
How about we
That's
take one of
all
each?
metal bowls, metal cups.
Do they have like a big jeweled stein of some kind? that I can
Yes,
pour my ale
exactly.
in?
They do. They have like just polished, beautiful silver, and just metalworks of all kinds. Yeah, nothing
All
really
right.
of like solid gold, but just incredible stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I want to find like a really nice looking, expensive stein I can pour my ale in,
Okay, and there's a
but
section.
I want to keep it with me. I don't want to turn it into wherever they want me to turn
Okay.
it into.
Yes, and there's a table with some of those types of items, and you see one, and it's basically polished silver with a few gems on it, and the top and bottom is like a gold inlay. It looks just amazing. Yeah.
So I grab it. I look for with
Is there a ceremonial compass that can help me track the stars?
that's cool.
A compass is pretty specific, so I'm gonna roll for that, and it's
Hey
not gonna
man,
be
these guys are a better high end shit here, man.
Shit.
How about a sextant?
I
You
thought you were gonna
pirate.
get a pipe. I thought we were gonna get a pipe.
Yeah,
to
there's some
smoke.
pipes, Rose. You want the pipe?
Oh,
crack pipe.
I'm a stargazer. I need some sort of way to watch the
How about
stars.
this? There is like a small like silver and copper with like with it kind of has diamonds around it, and it's basically like a handheld sundial.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
How about we make it a moon dial? I can use it at night when the moon is full.
I'm not sure moons cast that, but I guess you could. There's moon shadows. Okay,
There's
sure.
moon shadows.
It's
A moon dial. It'll
So
help
you
me
got a
determine when the lycanthropes are gonna be out.
So you got a moon dial. What is Gray Mist like?
I would like. I'm looking for like a jeweled, like a torque. So it's like an arm bracelet, and something with like maybe like several metals like weaved together, inlaid with jewels of some kind, and I want to
So,
find something like that. I want to put it on my arm, and then I'm going to rip the sleeves off my cloak so I can show off my guns.
so
Ah.
what,
She's a half orc, so she's got some guns on her, man. Those things are going to go off.
you're looking around, and you see by the ceremonial helmets, there's there you see some silver works and things, and you see basically like it's like a small bracer, and that is made of also silver with a little bit of with a little platinum ring on it that dangles from the end of it, and it snaps together, like it puts over your forearm. And it's
Actually,
only
I want it on my upper arm, so it's like it would
Okay.
go like it would basically snap above my bicep.
There you go. That looks cool,
Okay.
dude.
You can find
So it's that, and it kind of like, yeah, it opens. It's like a clasp there, and you can close it on your arm, and there's a little clasp, and dangling from the side of it, exposed on the outside of your arm, is like a gold ring, and there's some other small jewels that are on it as well. And it also has a carving on it of, I don't know, whatever you think would look cool.
Okay. So
Of
so
the
basically, you
wind.
just
It's
see
of
me.
the wind.
I'm in my robe, and I just basically I just rip the sleeves off my robe, so I totally got bare arms, and I snap that thing above my left bicep.
Okay.
I
You're
totally flex
looking
to
more
myself.
like a
I kiss my
pirate.
bicep. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Okay, so I'll say that it actually the carving on it is the head of a hawk. It's carved with the head of a hawk.
Or an owl. I got Herbert.
Okay, now
Yeah, you do now.
Okay, I mean, well, we can be
that's
hawk.
good.
It
You
doesn't.
got
It's
no,
up
that
to you.
it does. It has an owl head carved on the side of it as well.
Look at that, Herbert. This is for us.
Herbert.
Herbert's like, woo, woo.
I don't know about the rest of you, but for some reason I'm kind of tired from all the traveling.
Okay, so here's a so you guys have those items, and you were told that you can bring them to the inn, and they will be protected.
Protect my shit. All state
I'd
style.
like to,
And
I'd like to wear mine if that's okay. I don't
you
really wanna-
see that.
I'm gonna
Although I
put
can leave
mine.
it at the end, I suppose, but it'd be
So
kind of cool
now-
to wear it.
Mine's a
you know,
trinket.
So now, night is starting to fall in now, and again, it's twilight. Can you zoom out on the map for me?
Yeah,
And
you need to give me the arrow.
oh, I'm sorry.
Move it.
Up to your bicep. All right.
And
All right, she's got guns, man.
I mean,
again, people are starting to
the
come out of
big-
hiding, and
Come out, come out. Sell us your goods.
Tarnmuth tells you where the inn is located, which is just in front of the ruined ship, the beached ruined ship, and it's on
Which
the lake
Roth
shore.
has sank.
And he and basically people are starting to come out and mingle again. And now your options are this: you can look around this
A
village,
mere distraction.
or you can retire
go
for
to
the night, whatever you want to do.
Let's just go to the ship, guys. Let's go.
Screw your ship.
So these are the locations you see here. There when you were walking into the village, there was a basically looked like a wood mill, and you saw a man with his young son inside of it working on wood. There's
Pinocchio?
a ruined tower. There's a couple of other what look like kind of homes, and the inn itself is a 10-room inn. It just looks like an old house, and it's right in front of the ruined beach ship. That's right on the sandy beach. And there was also a tent with a woman standing out in front of it when he walked in as well. I didn't describe this. I should have, but I didn't.
What does she look
And
like?
the inn is this white building where you guys are kind of standing near.
Okay.
That's actually the inn with the torch out front.
Is there a bunch
would
of
you like?
birds flying above it?
There's seagulls, and the mist is cascading off of the lake and into the village. It's just beautiful, and you hear the seagulls. And again, people are starting to walk around a little bit more. They look, they're talking like, "Oh my God, I can't believe what happened. What on earth is this?"
You have nothing to fear. We are here.
Hey,
What would you like to do?
I don't know about you, but I'm tired for some odd reason.
You're an old man.
Yeah, I would
Go
I would
inside.
I'd like to nap. Burning all those people alive is taking something out of me.
You're a maniac.
Certainly dangerous.
So
I like that about you.
Is there like a bar here?
You have a short fuse for violence, ultra violence. Intriguing.
I need a drink. I'm not ready to go to bed yet.
Gregor, what's the next conquest, Gregor?
Everything's a conquest for me. This was
Let's have a drinking contest then.
He's going to beat you.
I'm always up for that.
Well,
I'll have a drink. I'll have a drink. That's fine.
I mean,
Hey.
I'll drink with you. I'll be more than happy to.
Yeah, so we'll go in and see. Is there like someplace we can sit and have a few drinks, maybe?
You're going into the inn.
Yes.
oh yeah. Without
As you go into
delay.
As you go into the inn, there is a red dragon waiting for you.
So you open the door to the inn, and the first thing you notice is that this inn is very small, and you were told it's a 10-room inn, and that you each have your own room, and but it is absolutely freaking beautiful inside of this. There's wood carved all throughout, and there's all kinds of ornate decorations, and it's just a beautiful place. And when you walk in, you see kind of like what is basically like a foyer, and then it opens up, and you see a small, like a tavern bar actually, but it's very small. It only can sit 3 people, and
What?
there's no barkeep, but there is someone sitting at it, and it is a man who has his back was towards you when you walked in, and he turned to you, and has a he has dark clothing on, and he has a long goatee, a beard with a goatee, and he's got curly auburn colored hair. And
Mhm.
when he turns to you, he's got a lyre, a lute. What is it? A lyre or a
A
lute?
liar.
A lyre. And
Liar, liar.
he looks at you, and he has his face, got curly auburn hair, goatee, a long beard, and he picks up his lyre, and he strums it a couple of times
Who are you?
as he's looking at you.
Shit.
Very loud.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ha.
That's great. Ah. Dun, dun.
You
And he
know,
says,
you're
And
not supposed
she's
to play that
flying
song.
he
a
says,
stairway
Okay,
welcome to
thank
to
you.
Ornoth.
heaven.
Welcome to
You
Ornoth.
know that it's forbidden to play that song in
It's
inns.
forbidden.
So where's the barkeep?
And
We go over
he
and slap that guy with the lyre for playing that tune, man.
he
Just
says,
smash it
welcome
like
to
Belushi right now.
What are
he
you?
says, welcome to Ornoth. He says, are you the travelers who fought the bandits?
It is
Wow.
us.
I don't think I would
Correct.
say. I don't think we fought them.
No, I
think we
wouldn't say
basically annihilated.
Yeah,
We
that's a good way of putting it.
we smoked him.
We
Literally.
literally torched them.
Well,
And
one
he-
of us torched them.
Wow.
And he looks at all of you and
I said,
says,
watch out for the half orc. He's got a short trigger.
and he says,
Totally
wow,
show my fangs. Yeah.
welcome to the Black Dog Inn.
Yeah.
And he turns
Don't let him.
and he turns back
The
around.
black dog in, man.
And so
Can
the
I stay in the
proprietor comes
runes
up.
room?
The proprietor comes up and says, welcome. How can I help you?
Drink.
Drinks
Ah, okay.
on the
He
house.
goes,
See,
he snaps his fingers, and a young fair-skinned woman comes out from these swinging doors, and she walks behind the bar where this bard is sitting. And
believe you're in.
well,
one of us.
what will it be, gentlemen? Are you staying at the Black Dog?
Oh,
Yes.
obviously, yes.
Does she have large bosoms? Jesus.
She's
Chop,
got
chop.
she has small bosom, but she's got a tight round ass.
Actually, Grey Mist is totally interested in this chick, man.
I need
Oh,
some
she's
pirate
like,
booty.
And she begins kind of. She's got a towel over her arm, and she kind of unwraps it, and she starts messing around with some things behind the bar. She says,
Uh-huh.
"Are you were you sent here by Tanya?"
That's right, baby.
How do
And
you
she
know
looks
that?
up and she looks at the proprietor. The proprietor says, "You were sent by Tanya." Oh my goodness! I didn't know you were here. Okay. Listen, she'll take good care of you. You have 4 rooms, and the 4 rooms are the finest rooms. They overlook the lake, and here are the keys. And he walks over and he takes the keys off the wall and walks back to you, and he hands you each a key, and he says, "Please, anything on the house, anything you want." And he says, "Valeria, please, give them whatever they wish."
So I pull out my big jeweled stein and I put it on the bar top. And I go,
And she
fill
looks
it
at,
up, please.
my goodness, that's the most beautiful stein I've ever seen.
That is.
It's
Wait,
incredible.
wait.
My
I
goodness.
think we skipped back to point. Tarnov, you knew that Tarnov sent us?
He gave us word that you would arrive, and by the looks of you, I just made the assumption that It'll be you. I'm honored, truly honored.
I will agree. It is nice to have a noble who can do things like this.
It's
Most
nice to be
people,
recognized for some work we do around here.
I suppose that's true.
What will it be, gentlemen?
I'm more of
Anything. We have ale, wine. Can make a little fancy cocktail, and if you'd like
You
some,
got any wizard's brew?
we have some pheasant and some potatoes.
Wizard.
pheasants.
Pheasant, potatoes, and leeks, whatever you wish. Yeah. Some
Leek.
dessert.
I want a glass of your finest red wine.
Red wine coming right up.
Bring me
Takes out a
some of
goblet.
them pheasants and taters.
Puts a nice little goblet. She starts pouring it. And she takes this big it's kind of like a one of those glass like mason jars of ale, and starts pouring it into Gregor's stein.
I don't know why. I'm actually sort of famished for some odd reason. Pheasant, you said.
Pheasant, yes. Oh, yes.
This is what I'd like you to do. I'd like you to pour the pheasant into some cornmeal and deep fry it in your fat, and wrap it in bacon and serve it to us. Thank you.
What is this deep fry?
What is deep fry? I don't know what this is.
Have some boil some oil, you nitwit.
I can certainly grill it.
Nitwit.
Forgive our friend. He's a pirate, basically. At this point.
That's right.
He has a sharp tongue
Pirate
and a
on
sharper wit.
you are a pirate on the loch?
That's correct.
He says he sank that ship out in the water there.
That's what he says anyway.
It's completely
The
preposterous.
ship that's been here for 300 years. That's
Yes, well, he's long lived, I guess.
I am an elf, I must remind you. You don't even know how old I am.
He tends to tell tall tales.
Very
Just to
Well,
warn you.
I'm a
He's
pirate.
full of shit. Is
I'll
what
have-
he is.
I'll have some pheasant.
How dare you turn on me, party members?
coming right up, and she opens up. She opens the swinging door, and she's kind of, hey, and she whispers some things to the back room.
All right, if you sink that ship, Ruatha, tell me its entire story.
And
Wow.
she immediately hears you say that, and she says, I'm sure Makari knows the story.
Makari. Well,
She says that
Makari was a
yes.
So
slighted human, and he hasn't lived that long, and he's already dead.
Those guys were fags.
Makari
She says
smoked a
Makari
lot of
lives in the
dope
ship.
and, hit a bell for a bell that looked like an upturn
Someone
for a bowl.
lives in the ship.
Well, he's kind of homeless. We kind of just let him stay there, and everyone ignores him.
It's crazy.
Because Rotha sunk his ship.
Hey, I was in Walter Payton's. I was in an accident with Walter Payton's old Corvette with Bakari's brother.
Okay,
It's
we're still adventure here.
Oh, I can
No,
tell you, ship
Campese's
Corvette.
brother.
So-
You remember that? Campese? His brother had Walter Payton's old Corvette, and Bakari crashed into him.
I don't remember that. No.
Wow.
I was
All
in
right,
that accident.
I'm with the story here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
was-
you guys are now you're drinking. She brings out the pheasant for Renard. He starts eating.
What about my
And the
pheasant?
proprietor comes back and he says, you each have a beautiful view of the village and the lake, and I hope you'll find the accommodations pleasing. Please let me know if you need anything at all. And he walks back. And
I raise my hand. Say, please remove those stinking birds outside.
Stinking birds?
There are birds on the map.
What do you mean, the seagulls? Oh, they're
Have them
Pirate
removed,
seagulls.
please.
You're a pirate, aren't you?
they
Used to
come and
seagulls?
go, and they just fly over the village. So no mind to them.
They're
Why don't you go out there
rats
with your
in
bow
the
and you hunt them
wings.
down then, Ruatha.
I kind of.
It's beneath me.
I whisper to Herbert, and Herbert like flies out the door, and all of a sudden you hear the sound of an owl harassing seabirds away.
I clap my hands like a golf club. Excellent work. Excellent.
Herbert comes back in with a seabird in his craw, just plops down on the table and starts tearing it apart.
Love it.
Jeez. I kind of wish to.
Anyways.
Yeah. I mean,
I kind of want to meet this man.
who, Makari?
The man who lives in the ship. The man
The
who
man
lives.
that
Sorry.
Ruatha made homeless.
You guys can retire for the night, or you can walk around the village. whatever you want to do.
Let's retire for the night quickly.
Retire for the night.
Walk around the
Yes.
village. So we get a long rest. I
Good
take it.
idea.
I was gonna say
Very
Reynard would be interested to meet the guy, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
Okay, so you retire to your rooms. You each have a key. You open your room, and it again, it's just a beautiful, beautiful room. The bed looks incredible. There's very soft bed with incredible sheets. And
Like a dry sense of humor that like you can tell Reynard is not a man of humor. He's like, I wonder if you'll be able to fit in your bed.
Hey, and I steal a couple extra bacon strips at breakfast.
and when you're
I could sleep anywhere. I could sleep on a stone slab.
I'm sorry if my humor is dry. I'm not very used to it.
okay,
All right.
I love a
Nice log.
funny cleric. They're hilarious.
A few more ale in me, maybe I would laugh.
anything you want to do before you sleep? You
Drink.
have so your room is beautiful. There's a small window. You look through it, and on one side you're overlooking the village, the other side you're overlooking the lake. So there's four rooms, main rooms on this second floor.
Well, I'm sure
Hey,
Rob would
when
like
I
to really
look
go
out the
over and
window, do I
shipwreck.
see any birds or any of the seagulls or
I'll say
anything?
that. Let's see what side of the room, what side of the inn you're in. You are facing the lake, and you see the ship, and you see the lake shore, and you see the mist cascading off the lake. It's a beautiful view of the lake. You don't see any seagulls.
Herbert took care of that.
All right.
I'm just mostly gonna probably
I'm gonna take a nap.
pray a little bit.
Okay, so you guys are you're gonna take a long rest. You're gonna sleep.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna
Yeah.
I'll look
All
through
right.
my spell book and read it a little bit, and then gonna hit the sack.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for Pat to get back here, and we'll continue on. Pat, you
Um,
went upstairs.
So was
Did
there
you
anything I could steal during the chaos?
Why'd you steal the towels?
I'll
You
steal the
can try and
towels.
steal anything you want.
Well, I mean, not
Steal
here,
the
but
towels, a toothbrush.
earlier. Let's go back
You
to
wanna-
earlier since we're waiting for Pat.
Well,
So,
you
could I have
almost tried to steal
stole?
the box.
You
Well, I
almost tried
know,
to
I know.
steal-
Right,
That was the only thing.
but I realized that I couldn't do it in front of all the other nobles watching me. But when the chaos started, is there a chance for me to grab something worth 1,000 gold or 600 gold?
From the gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we trying to do a retcon here?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. Are we going back in time to?
Well, hey,
medieval
nothing else is
or-
going on right now. I'm asking.
Why don't you crawl at your window and go in there and steal something now instead of sleeping? You're an elf. You don't really need to sleep.
All I'm
anyway.
saying is, since we're waiting for Pat, was there an opportunity for Rautha to steal anything in the chaos before those barbarians attacked?
no. I mean, not really. You made that one attempt, or you were trying to plan with Grayness, and then it got invaded.
And then I rolled a
Right.
0. And that didn't work.
Right,
Yeah.
but after that, then the barbarians attacked and everyone ran away. And they
Yep.
said you left some shit on the ground.
They left stuff in their stalls, but that's about it.
Yeah, would that have been a good time for me to steal something?
Why don't you do it now? Why
I
don't
mean,
you
it's
crawl out your
just hard to
window
answer
and
that.
Yeah, I don't know.
steal
That's
something?
that's a retconning thing. Technically, you could, but
All
I
right.
don't know if that'd be a good idea.
If
we're
you want to
still-
leave the inn and lurk around and
No.
try and steal, you can.
No, I'm asking about a retcon right now. Are you doing a retcon right now or no? Just say yes or no.
What retcon?
You want to retcon
Stealing something.
he wants to go back in time to before the battle started and steal.
Well, I was asking at the time, but I was ignored. And now I want to bring it up since we're waiting for Pat.
Well, hold on. I was totally unaware that I was ignoring you. I thought that you had tried to do something with Grey Mist, and then the
No,
invasion
I had
started.
said when a confusion and they all started running, I said, "Is there a good time for me to steal something?"
I didn't even hear you say that.
All right, well, I'm sorry. I'll
No,
be.
I'm sorry too. So I mean, like I said, if Ruatha wants to go out into the night and try to steal stuff, you can do that. Like right now.
No, it's all right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's all right.
All right, so you guys are buckling down. You get into these soft velvety sheets on this bed. With each of your beds has this beautiful lace, and like there's a netting over the bed, and the room is just so beautiful. And there's things hanging on the wall, and it's wood carved and polished, and it's just amazing. And I'm gonna continue when Pat comes back down here.
Where is Pat right now?
He went upstairs for
I
something.
think he had to take a piss and he's watching some of the dogs real quick.
Must be taking a shit.
Taking a royal dump?
he's taking the royal dump.
Is that what Greg? No, that's what Gregor's doing right now.
Yeah, Gregor's taking a huge dump, like
Big
stinking up the
Gregor.
place.
And for a man who's like 6'8", that's a lot.
That's a big dump.
So, tell me a little bit more about your character, Shawnee. He's a cleric, and what is characteristics?
Cleric here. I have descriptions. A cleric. He kind of has like a lawful good male, kind of dark brown eyes. He's a little bit over 6 feet tall. He has kind of black hair, but streaks of white all over it because he's kind of aging a little bit. Tannish skin. He believes in. I originally said Saint Cuthbert, but I might. And then he's kind of a no nonsense person. He likes to get things straight to the point. And I basically said that he's what did I say?
He's 40 or something?
He's about 45 years old.
Yeah, he's still in the prime time of his life.
Maybe you can go out a window and try to steal a walker for him.
Well, again, how I wrote him is that I basically said that he is adventured on and off.
Stay away from that negative energy you're getting from Gray Mist. It's just negative.
But I basically what I said is what I did in this backstory said he's been kind of adventuring on and off throughout his life. So he's been seasoned.
He's seasoned. He's got scars. He's been there.
He knows where the money's at, and when you go adventuring,
where the bodies are buried.
Yes.
All right, guys. So Pat's back now.
How's that dump, Pat?
Hello. No, I did not take a dump.
Go play,
Did the dogs
boy.
take a dump?
The dogs, I think, did take a dump.
Did you have
Well,
a
good. At
did
least
you have
somebody took a dump.
did you have a quick smoke outside?
Me? I'm always having a quick smoke.
I did not,
outside.
but that sounds like a good idea.
I can hear when you're smoking.
You want
'cause
to just get through this real quick, and then we can go off. We can end it right after this.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can keep going.
All right, guys. So you're sleeping. Okay. Now this happens to each one of you. You hear a tapping sound on your window in the middle of the night that awakens you.
God damn it!
Not like tapping.
I don't like
And it's
people
a very-
waking me
very
up.
light- it's a very light tapping, and you see a subtle glow out front of the window as well. You're not sure
Better-
what it is. You're lying in bed. What do
Better
you do?
not be Tinkerbell.
So a knock at the window and a glow.
It's a tap. It's a slight tapping, and you see a subtle glow, and you just can't really tell what's causing it or any of that.
We're all in separate rooms.
Yes. The
Can
window.
I-
The window is about 1 foot by 1 foot squared. It's a small
You want to
window.
roll and we'll kind of go in order.
Sure, that's a good idea. Thank you.
What are we doing?
Yeah, why don't we all roll?
Just all roll like an initiative.
On D&D Beyond, so we can tell what's going on.
Yeah, sure.
I'll see if I can do
Why am I not seeing you guys roll on D&D Beyond?
12.
If you go to the campaign
Yeah.
and then click on game log,
Oh, okay.
that'll kind of show you what we've been.
An 8.
8.
Luckily, it's only for
I rolled a
sleeping.
2. I'm fucking rolling low on niches.
Yes, you
All
are.
right, so I rolled a 2.
I'm snoring.
I thought you'd like meditate. Aren't you an elf?
Yeah, I'm meditating right now. I'm
Okay.
doing some,
so,
I'm doing some Tai Chi right now.
Okay, Gray Mist. You hear a tapping and you see a subtle glow outside the small 1 by 1 window. And what do you do? Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
Hello?
Choose wisely.
This is the thing there.
Is he there?
Rose, are you in pitch black, man?
Can't you see my fucking huge forehead right now?
Okay.
Well, I mean, but everything else is.
No, he's in dark.
Look at,
Okay,
look at my head.
Here's what Gravis is gonna do. Okay, she's gonna very slowly get out of bed. She's gonna go over to basically her door. Then she's gonna sit down on the ground, and she's gonna see through Herbert's eyes, and she's gonna send Herbert over to the window to look outside and see what Herbert sees.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Okay. Now here's what there was a reason why I want to do this. Now I'm going to do it. So I'm going to just hold that thought, and I'm going to switch to Reynard.
Raynard kind of gets up and he kind of throws the sheets over his bed, picks up his cudgel, which she doesn't keep far from him, and kind of carefully. Here, give me a minute. What spells do I have? I might want to cast it myself. I'm going to cast. I kind of say a prayer, and I'm going to cast. No, I'm not. I kind of walk up to the window. I kind of walk up like halfway to the window. I'm not going to walk up straight to it. I'm going to be like 5 or 10 feet back from it. I'm going to see if I can try and see what's outside the window as I hold up my cudgel.
Okay. Ruatha?
It's my turn.
Yep.
Yes.
Who's at the window? I look. I perceive.
You walk up to the window and look out of it?
No, I just perceive for wherever I am.
Well, all you heard was a light tapping, and you see a subtle glow right out in front of the window, but you cannot tell what it is from where you are.
So I stealth up to the window and look out.
Okay.
16.
Okay. And hold that thought. And Gray Mist, or I'm sorry,
Gregor.
wait, was that on? Yeah. Okay, Gregor.
Do I see anything?
We're getting back to you.
1 second, we're gonna come right back to you.
All right, got it.
I cast Divine Sense to see if I can sense any celestial, fiend, or undead.
Okay. So, Renard, you didn't cast anything. You just
No.
just looking. Okay, and so you do. So, Gregor, you do not sense any of that.
Okay.
You're gonna look closer.
Yeah, I'll go up to the window. Do the windows
Okay.
open?
Come closer.
They do open. They swing open.
So I swing the window open.
Okay. So each of you are now looking out, and I played this a certain way for a reason. And you see in front of you a glowing paper bird. And when you open the window,
I do.
it seems to almost unfold itself. And in place of in the center of the bird is the face of an elderly human, but it's like translucent and ghostly.
Who
And it
are
says-
you?
And it speaks to you. Well met. I am Arias Soren of the Miriel, High Sage of the Stormow Feather. I am speaking to you telepathically from a Consortian Arcane University in central Wildlands. Please pay close heed. Now you get a sense, obviously, that there's magic involved here, and you're absolutely intrigued. I mean, you're not frightened, and you feel no other urge other than to listen.
Is there anyone else listening to us?
Listening to you? No,
Yes.
you guys are all in your own rooms.
Okay.
All the world's good creatures are in desperate need of your strength and your compassion. You have been chosen. It is our deepest hope you will answer this unexpected call in the world's most powerful sages in a heroic fight against evil tyranny. Go and see Mekuo at the camp along the southwest shore of the lake. You will find him near the base of the Clear Flow River, where it empties into the lake, near a vacant outpost called Maguire. You will see a ruined tower. You will find him just beyond us. We pledge to you a great just reward in exchange for this honorable sacrifice. And the voice starts to get a little more loud and compelling. Come forth and fight to protect the good hearts of the world. Eos needs you. Your name shall be honored in the annals of history. And the voice in the face begins to fade. Go and see Mekuo. He will guide you. And it starts to vanish. And it turns back into the paper bird and it flies away. The way that this would work is that this happened at different times in the night to each of you. It didn't all happen simultaneously.
Okay.
Okay. And that is what happened. And you get the sense that there's potentially very powerful forces at play with this message. That is the impression that you have. You go back to sleep, you awake in the morning, and you walk down into the foyer where you all are. What do you say to each other?
Did any of you have a strange thing come into your window last night?
Indeed.
Yes, I did.
Did it say something about grave danger, speaking to someone named Makuo near a ruined tower?
Amazing.
Did we all receive the same vision?
I don't
wanna-
know. I look at Ruatha. I'm like, were you out stealing things, or did you actually see this?
I saw this myself.
You're
Was this while
definitely
you were stealing things, or?
surprised and somewhat puzzled, and you don't even know what to make of it. He just told you to go along the other side, the northern side of the lake, to the Clear Flow River, and and you'll be heading west. And you must go past the ruined tower to a vacant trade post called McWeir to see a person named Mekuo.
Right. I don't know what to make of this.
I
is
say
very
we
s-
head out in the morning.
It is morning.
It is morning. Well, I see we
I have
had.
an egg sandwich and leave.
I want taters.
I love that sandwich.
I'll send
Now,
Herbert out to go find another bird to eat.
you guys you've heard tales about a group of powerful sages, and the storm owl feather does kind of ring a bell.
It is
Um,
a powerful group of.
who has the gray mist? Give me a I'd like to give me a history check.
Okay. History coming up. Come on now. 24.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Man, you know all.
So
You know all
you
about it.
you believe that this could be uh, the sages of the Storm Owl Feather, a notorious group of secretive sages that basically operate largely in secrecy. They're very mysterious, and many people think they do not even exist. It's just a fairy tale. On the other hand, you know that some people believe that they not only exist, but that they contribute great things to the world. Um, you're
I
not
assume if
certain
they're sending paper birds in the middle of the night, yeah, they probably
exactly,
exist.
and you all get the impression that something powerful might be going on. So, but you validate this for the rest of the party that you heard the name before, and that you know you're aware of some very kind of unusual secret group of sages that some people believe influence world events. That's all you know about them.
The World Economic Forum? World Economic
Okay,
Forum.
we can end it there.
Well, excuse me.
And yeah, I knew that first battle was a little biting off. They actually originally had 15 bandits. So I'm like,
15 bandits. Man.
Well, they were
Bandits.
pretty weak. I mean, you guys could have killed them with one
What a
blow.
great
and
is this
we're-
fireball.
That's a lot of initiative order to go through.
Yeah, I
man.
know.
That is
That's
true.
why I cut it down to like.
Yeah.
That would have been oh god.
Yeah, make them
Plus,
tougher.
I
And,
said as soon
and
as the leader went down, the rest were going to run. So I was.
that guy got burned to a cinder.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's like a perfect battle for a fireball, though.
That is a perfect.
Oh yeah, man. That's why I'm like, yeah, he can get a rest here someplace. We're gonna just unleash hell.
Right. Let's end this quick.
Yeah, if I can get rid of this clown.
Nice.
All right, guys.
So you officially started it.
Yeah, well, day one,
No, I mean, excellent lie. I mean, lots of the atmosphere is great.
I love
The lore is really cool. It was a good battle.
I love your map too. Though.
Yeah, the map is beautiful. Yeah, it
Yep.
really is.
I like it.
Did you create this?
I created them all, dude.
He made them all,
60
man.
miles.
He's
All right, cool. Well,
he's gonna
yeah.
go punch Matt Mercer right in the face.
You know, I will
You're a
say,
clown, man.
I felt, you know, a little bit. I got a lot of help from Pat again. I mean, I felt a little overwhelmed, but I mean, I'll get it, man. It takes some
No,
time.
man.
Oh,
No, you did great. You know, did better than I did. Probably 15 sessions in. Probably ever. To be
Sorry.
honest. So, oh, you did great.
Sorry,
man.
I tried to steal everything and cause some problems.
That'll keep going on. I just don't understand why Rotha, since you don't actually have to sleep, you just only need to meditate for like 4 hours. Why didn't you sneak out in the middle of the night and go steal some shit? I mean, that's your time.
I didn't want to pressure the DM tonight.
All right.
All right, boys.
No,
All
no,
right,
that was terrific, Mike. You did a great
well,
job.
thanks. You know, it's,
Honestly, it was
like I said, man,
very, very enjoyable.
This is really kind of, you know, the start now, you know. I mean, that was really just sort of the intro. So, yeah.
No,
I
you
look
did.
forward to the next session. Totally.
Honestly, high fives all around, man. You did a
All
great
right.
job.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
All right.
So when's the
Excellent.
next session then?
Tomorrow.
We could try 2 weeks from now. If you want.
Tomorrow.
All right.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
8
if you guys
sharp.
are up for it, I'd like to try and do this every other Saturday. You know,
Yeah.
but,
Hey, I'm
Yeah,
game.
this would
Yeah.
be really cool. I
Do
got
some POTA. Do this. Pat, whenever we want to start yours, sneak it in. You
Got
know,
a
it's all
lot
good.
of stuff.
We got a lot of things to do.
Many things in the works.
All right.
All right.
cool,
then.
man. All right,
Well,
guys.
let me
All
know
right,
if
see
you
you
don't
guys.
want to
Thanks-
do
Thanks
POTA.
again, Mike, for running the session. That was very, very enjoyable.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you.
glad it all
Glad.
worked out.
Thanks, Roy.
Thank you.
Okay. See you
I
guys.
recorded.
All right, guys.
See ya.
All right.
Let-
Recording end.